All right, Abernathy. What up, my dude?
Please, wander around. Touch things. I'm awfully contagious.
Cool. I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Here, take my fees. I'm never getting that medicine, so I may as well buy myself a grave. Something nice and wide, with plenty of room to spin around inside.
I'll leave you be. Now to the barber.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Cool.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you've had some training. I heard a thing or two about medicine. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Fucking yeah, dude. Unlock the door? What do you mean? The world's smallest Reese's cup. Thank you. So you prepare corpses for burial. Pretty specific job description.
You may think that, but the tidiness of my fellow worker is my responsibility. Alive or otherwise. Whether you're showing up to work or going to that great cannery in the sky, it's my job to make you look like a million bits.
Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Huh. Might be worth mentioning this to Silas. Oh my god. Go, please. Silas. Hello.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here.
Aw.
Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
About those fees.
You run into any trouble?
Yes. Conrad says he can't afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners, skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
I'll take a look. Fucking back at it again. Check his back room, huh? How did I not notice this before?
Got it. Heads down.
Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down to his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis! You son of a bitch. Well.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
Just walk back there and read your notebook. None of your business?
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
They're probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Ask forgiveness from the vicar later.
The good Vicar Maximilian and I have never quite seen eye to eye, but your point is well taken. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Cool. Told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality.
Well,
I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Jesus Christ, dude. What does X do?
On my way.
I don't know. I think C is my companion ability, if I remember right. J.G. Wentworth. Let me check, actually. Controls. Companion attack. Ah. Yeah, companion 1 ability. Companion 2 ability is V. Hello, I have the thing.
Things are changing around the Vale. Don't matter much to me, though. Graves still need filling.
We need to talk about Eugene.
Huh? What about him?
You first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm...
Ah, shit. His solid gold teeth could be worth something if you pulled them out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be.
Of course
The
it's
night
not.
he was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away.
Good movie.
Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
Or Adelaide. I'll keep an eye on, I guess.
Let me know if you find any.
About the
You
fees.
run into any trouble?
There we go.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported.
Oh, God.
I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Let me ask you about something else.
Yeah?
Yeah, I should go. Do I need to find the teeth? I don't think so. All right, back to the unreliable, I assume. Look at my... Oh, no, that's hurty. Spacer's Choice found a flaw in you. Flaw tutorial. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. Acrophobia. After repeatedly falling from great heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. Dexterity, perception, and temperament -1. But I get a perk point. Really? That seems like such a bad trade-off. When's the last time I saved? I think I quick saved before I fell. What was my perception, dex, and temperament at before? I think I already had bad dex, right? Fucking accept it, see what happens. Summary. So it brings that to below average, and just average probably, right? And then I need... So flaws give you more than just the 15 perk points that you can earn throughout the game. That's pretty good. 5 base armor rating seems really nice. 25% walk speed seems pretty nice as well. TTD recharge. Let's go weapon armor durability loss. Will be unable to undo point allocations after confirmation. Sure. Real quick though, fuck. Hang on. Okay, we'll save. Bam. So I can load the quick save and see what it was before, I guess. And then go back if we just like don't fucking know what's happening. Average, average, high, 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 average. Ooh. What? Does any of this change? Health regens 4.8, which is affected by temperament, right? Yeah. Okay, so load that. It gives me -1 to temperament. Wrong thing. Average, average, high, 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 average. Huh? Literally nothing changed. What? Average, high, average. I'm so confused. What happened? I actually have no idea.
Got it? Inside voices.
Okay, I guess, like... How can I tell there's a guy there? Oh, he's right here. Bop. Bop. Oh my god, that was nasty. Cool. So is it minus those things when I'm high up in the... like... on a cliff or something? I don't understand. It seemed to have done like literally nothing. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Where was this? Yeah, I want to go back here and just beat the shit out of everybody over here because there were some tough guys over here. Howdy, fellers. Hello? Are they gone? I thought there were people over here. Not people, but the things. What the? I'm stuck. Okay. I get it, I get it. Please stop. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Weird. Just a couple loot boxes, I guess. And then whatever is back here. I don't want to go up there again, honestly. All right. Back to the good old unreliable. Can I walk on her right? Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh, she is just so handsome.
Oh, that scared
Does
the
she have an
shit
agent?
out of me.
What's her drive model? Oh,
Oh.
listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this
They've got fucking
sinking feeling.
Timothy, whatever his name is. I can understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in
Well,
Edgewater.
it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
Hell yeah, brother.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing.
Cool, because I don't know the
If you
difference
ever
between
need a
those
pair of
two.
eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Why would you want to go to space with a stranger? Nah. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now.
Aha.
I got a captain.
Captain Planet. We're good to go, dude. What up, Vicar?
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
How many rooms do I have? Hang on.
By Verity, what are we...
Shut up. Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Where him at, though? A former what now?
You caught me. Listen, the OSI frowns on fraternization with philosophists. I'd like to keep my associations with our scholar friend quiet.
Interesting. How do we find them?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
You called me Captain.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Hey, thanks. Now, I would like to tinker, I guess? I don't know. Sure. 44. Sure, 48. Ooh. That's pretty good. Can I take from my armor at all? Goes up to 18, goes up to 14. These don't really need repaired. Yes. Modify, though. Those are both good. Good. What's the other thing I had equipped? Oh, it's a special. Can't modify those, it would seem. All right.
Captain, I have detected that
My
Edgewater's
God.
power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Hey, thanks. I have the power regulator, by the way.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
I'm about to find out. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure.
There won't be any
Our
more catastrophic
engineers
engine
located
failures with
behind
me
you.
as the captain.
Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. Oh, come on. Let me grab it mid-jump. Yeah, just press E on it, you know? Easy. You don't need to come up here, Parvati. Holy shit. We're operational, boys. Let's go.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the
Our
power
systems
regulator.
are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Oh, baby. Hell yeah.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Decline? I've been waiting here for him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship.
Hell yeah.
I see
dude.
you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I'm dripping somewhere, but it ain't a unnatural side effect if you know what I mean. I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Sick.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts.
Okay.
They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon,
Oh.
terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
The fuck's that supposed to mean?
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions.
What if I want to fly my own
The
ship?
board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Fuck. Right, the Black Marketeer. What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony.
Sad
We're all
boys.
skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope.
How do I know I can trust this Gladys
Gladys
person?
and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Can't I land somewhere outside of Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience.
But go get a key,
Cascadia is
probably.
utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me.
Who gave you
Dr.
permission to
Gladys
do that?
Kelly.
I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming.
Send her a wireless. Huh?
By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
What is a holographic shroud?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the
Ooh.
user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Interesting. This thing has limitations?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Could I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this?
Shit.
Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise?
Hey, you know what?
Holographic
Fair
shroud
enough,
masks not only
honestly.
your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It
Fingerprints?
modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Sweetens my breath, okay. How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Oh. I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
Come see me in my lab.
Remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Okay.
Transmission ended.
My God,
If
you're
you
so
are ready
loud.
to depart, Please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. My navigation terminal. Okay, let's go to the captain's quarters. Which I'm assuming is this. Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson: never dream. Wow. Holographic shroud. Holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. 16,000 XP. Holy fucking shit. I can sleep. Can transfer stuff to my bin. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. On red messages from you, Bedford. You, Bedford. Wingman's Wingman, Bedford. To Alex Wingman Hawthorne. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so you don't go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Archived messages? I really don't care. Logs. Shrink ray. Captain's note. Note to self. Remember this later. No better. Ada. Remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada. Not if I'm dead. How'd you ask that? Back to my point. I saw in actuality with my own two eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab. Just sitting there for the taking. In the gray hair. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it maybe. Or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge. But I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to rumors. Number 2, hammer power. The last time I got sloshed, was imbibing at the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udom was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on 2 Mardets yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who'd claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us has heard that one before. But here's the good part. Mardet said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat? Sure fits the bill. Could be another one of those weapons that inspired Wells. Black market leads. Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth and on Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times, but architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hardworking folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect it in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Science weapons, huh? I am going to transfer that and that there. Everything else I'll probably just keep on me, you know? It's, what the fuck, though? What? Ow, my ankles. Should we... There's no response from the automechanical unit. The serial number etched in its chassis includes the letters Sam. Interesting. Stern older man with warm eyes. Photo of Parvati's father. Oh, this is her area. First wrench dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Aw. God, there's so much fucking sentimental stuff. I'm assuming this, yep, is Vicar. I can get a whole fucking crew going here, eh? Okay. Ow.
The repair station is currently
Ow.
idle.
Okay. I do have a task, skill and perk points available. So, skills, I think long guns will bop up to 40, maybe. Could get hacked to 50. As well as that to 40, which would give me 25% more if I put 9. That would be... Revert. Okay. So... Companion health. Medical and science seem pretty good. I kind of want to get sneak up to 40 so I can pickpocket people. Line intimidate would also be very, very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what if I do 4? I would just have to do 3 to get lockpick up to 40, and then 7 in there if I wanted to do that. Long guns to 40. 3 in both, possibly. Nah. Okay. Wait, what? Revert all. So I could get persuade to 40. I don't really want to do that though. Put 2 there. Lockpick up to there. Put 1 more into melee. Sure. Yep. Combat dialogue abilities. You've unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Because of my lockpick? Wait. Huh? What did I unlock that for? Persuade? No. I don't know, man. Or, okay, so this will bump me up to the second tier. 25% TTD meter. Minus 20% vendor prices. 50% XP from companion. Kills. Damage alone. Faster of one encumbered. Walk speed. TTD recharge rates. 5 base armor. So I'm thinking, honestly, walk speed. 50% TTD recharge. Base armor rating. I really don't use TTD enough. And my crouch speed is governed by my sneak skill. When I get to 60, it goes up by 25%. Do I just want to do TTD, honestly? Can't get to those yet. Maybe just armor rating? I don't know. Armor rating, take more bullets, TTD recharge. I can slow down time faster. Let's do that. Apply. And that unlocks tier 2. So we got reduces the penalties to accuracy when moving, minus 65%. Gain some TTD meter when you kill an enemy. Seems pretty good. Increases damage dealt by science weapons. 25% movement speed during TTD. Using TTD, you deal increased weak spot damage. Increase the range at which all interactable objects are trying to highlight without requiring you to look directly at them. Seems like it's for lazy people. You have a way of convincing vendors to pay you more bits than they should. Plus 20% vendor buying prices. Bonus to dialogue skills when you have no companions. Oh. Increased carrying capacity bonus from your companions. That seems really nice. Minus 50% consumable weight. 15% health restored per kill. Very nice. Companion ability cooldowns for each of your kills. Using a companion ability has a chance to reset the other companion's ability cooldown. Cool. When you critically hit a target, you have a chance of immediately resetting the cooldown of a companion ability. Dude, I'm doing fucking Harvester like immediately. Oh my goodness. Hard save. So I could go to Phineas's lab. I kind of want to check that out real quick.
Now,
Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you've unlocked. Some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work.
arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab. To return in one.
Select up to 2 companions. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. We'll take them both, sure. Cool. Wow.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud.
100% going to yoink that. Ask Ada about the SAM unit. Oh. Where? Okay, I need to go that way. This place is
Securing my
huge.
ongoing experiments and securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since. In fact, I've never had a visitor.
Hi.
Thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know.
Why are you in there?
Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing.
Gross.
So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
For what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner.
Brusque,
I
one
only
might say.
regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I wanted to talk about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
There's some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
This scientist eating beans. Got a moment to talk. Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
You can trust them. They're with me.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things.
Absolutely
For
fair.
what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the Hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you.
I am the savior of the universe. You're right, I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress. What?
Jesus Christ. Don't you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I would couldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
That's not what I meant. Don't you have some kind of life outside of your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Fair enough. Why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope? How's that coming along, by the way?
Remarkably well. After all, I managed to revive you without too many adverse side effects. We're even having a real conversation. That's progress. I still need your help, however. The sooner we discover the location of those chemicals, the sooner we can begin reviving the Hope's colonists. Get me those chemicals, and I'll revive the Hope. Revive the Hope, put a stop to the board. Stop the board, save the colony from destruction. Cause and effect. Simple, really. My progress is tied to your progress. We're in this together, my friend.
I could give your research a peer review if you want.
I'm well aware of your scientific acumen, but you're far better suited to working in the field than I am. Leave the blackboard work to me. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
I do get it. Everyone on the Hope is depending on us.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back
It's
to work.
the spacer's
I
choice.
feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Cool, I'm gonna yoink your ray gun. Jacques Weapons R&D Department. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skill increased. Cool.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Bubbles.
Nice hit!
Wow, he's so small. Whoa! Hi, Bubbles. Cyst pig hoof. Yikes. Pick up post. Okay. Yoinking your posters, I guess. Obscure body in the SK system. Yeah. Explain what that means. What the fuck is that?
Cysty pigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious.
Mop up melted pig. Yoink. Yoink. Thought I saw some screen tear in there for a second. Original message appended. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Up to new associate. Dirt side in Terra 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7% at present. Recovering a ship should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this eager to be done. Interesting.
Oh, that's my communications
You not telling me the whole truth there, Phineas? Mr. Phineas?
I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends. They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends. What's on your mind?
Can I ask him about... Okay, I'll be back. I was going to ask him about the message he sent, but looks like I cannot do that. Can I yeet myself over the edge? I wonder. All right. So, I do kind of want to put that back on there. Can I move these around? I can. Cool. Now, Ada.
Welcome back, Captain.
You're so loud.
How can I be of assistance?
Wasn't I supposed to know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running.
Parvati, you want to take a crack at it?
Progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Cool. Talk to you later. Ah, shit. I want
How can I be?
I'll talk to you later. Okay. So. Where do I need to go? I need to go to the groundbreaker.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
You're free to disembark.
Got a sec?
Remember that you are not insured.
Hey, Captain.
Sup?
I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean,
Oh, for sure, dude.
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Beans. Sure, we could have her to head over to engineering now. Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time.
Why
Did
not?
you want to talk about something else?
No.